Oh, I guess our thing doesn't work anymore. I was waiting for the Charlotte, North Carolina, 3-person, whatever. Okay. Welcome to Mark That Wrestling Podcast. Brody Rob here. And if anything could bring down the excitement and craziness of the wrestling weekend, it would be. Our thing doesn't work anymore. I was waiting for the Charlotte, North Carolina, 3-person, whatever. Okay. Welcome to Mark That Wrestling Podcast. Brody Rob here. And if anything, you guys hear us talking to ourselves? The excitement.
It sounds like you're on a loop.
The wrestling weekend, it would be. Oh, okay.
This is fucking great. Wow, it's a loop of a loop of a loop.
Do you guys hear us talking? I don't know how you do that.
It's like
No,
Inception.
Marked Out Wrestling Podcast remix.
Ryan, is your shit on?
Yeah, I can hear you. No, it's muted on
Loop of a
YouTube.
loop of a loop.
If that's what you're asking.
How you do that? Oh,
Like,
Is it because you have the window open?
yeah. I can't get the pose. Ryan, is your shit on? Oh man, that's fantastic. There we go. That's fantastic. Welcome
Did
to
you
Mondays.
miss us?
Yeah, welcome to Mondays, man. Jesus. Anyway, so as I was saying, if anything could ruin your Monday night, it's us. But if anything could ruin a fantastic wrestling weekend, it is definitely Monday Night Raw. So what we're not going to do tonight is talk about Monday Night Raw. But welcome to the Mark That Wrestling Podcast.
Can we not talk about this?
No, in all of our glory, Brody Rob here, and another original founding member, Adam to the Bomb, Queen Key, Kara, what are we going to call you? I don't know what we're going to call you. Is this how you're going to do your microphone? You can't put run. You're just going to hold it in your hand like it's something different? Let's try that.
Something new, something fresh.
You don't have to put it on your head. Don't put it on your ears. You ain't got to hear nothing. Just wear it like that.
put it on your ears.
They're married.
She's trying to, she can't, ain't nothing coming through. She don't need the headphones.
I already explained it.
No, you did? She
Yeah, I
didn't
said
figure it out?
they're married. I explained what's going on over
Welcome
here.
to our hot studio in your sweater. Look at
Our
you.
other member of our panel is the Bionic One, Brian. He's the guy in the little box.
Hello, I'm the man in the box.
All right. Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Of his nose.
So we've got on the board.
and
I think-
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
On the board, I think we got Psych Leather and some other people. So welcome to our Monday night show.
Hey guys.
By board, you mean our YouTube live chat board?
Yeah, YouTube live chat board. Definitely Hall of Famer Psych Leather's there with us.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many others. There's so many others.
The lieutenants
Bloody.
are the only ones worth mentioning.
So what are we going to do tonight? We're going to talk about this weekend, and it was a crazy weekend in professional wrestling, girls and boys, right? And we're going to argue, and we're going to come together, and we're going to have some marking fun tonight. Let's talk about, well, the only thing there really is a talk about, really, CM Punk comes back on Friday Night Rampage. Brian.
Wait, I thought it was just called Rampage. They don't call it Friday
I think
Night.
it's just Rampage.
Okay,
Rampage.
well,
Yeah.
forgive me.
Because that sounded
Or
awful
you
as
can
soon
say
as you
Friday
said
night
it.
show.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
You've
that's
all
kinda
made your
wrong.
point. You've all made your point. I just want to go on the record here as saying, as somebody that, when I used to do Wednesday nights with you guys, I would constantly shit on AEW. I stand by all of my shitting, by the way. I stand by all of my shitting. But I felt a pendulum swift.
Eat that crow, Rob.
I felt a pendulum swift on Friday night that I did not consider that I would feel. First, I was a guy that said, I'm not going to believe you until he shows up. I wouldn't, right, Kiara? Yeah, right?
I said the same on that front.
Right. And I didn't think it would be as big as it was, not just in general, Kiara, but for me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Good
Wait,
baby bird.
I thought you were still.
No, I was.
No, he was feeding you,
I was
baby
feeding
bird.
you. I was like, here, I'm opening this up for you to go into a conversation with the audience about it. Welcome back, honey.
This should be good.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah,
I
don't.
think it's.
Yeah.
I call BS on you, sweetheart, a little bit.
Why? I just.
You said you felt a pendulum switch. Okay, that's fine and everything, but
Should I be
the things
taking
you were
notes
saying-
for the deposition later?
The things you were saying Friday night, it seemed like you were all in, pun intended.
That's what I'm saying right now.
Well, you just said you still back up all your shit talking. about AEW.
No, not all my shit
That's
talking,
not
all my
offensive.
criticisms of AEW. Just because CM Punk comes back doesn't mean that all is forgiven and all is forgotten.
Help, Brian.
I mean, it's hard to say that. I mean, Punk is back. Did you even said you watched it like a dozen times you said there were, I don't want to say too much, but you said it seemed like there were onions in the room when you were watching it, right?
No. We're not at the Brock Lesnar hair part. We're
Wait.
still talking about Punk.
Wait.
No, I know, but he was crying. I'm saying that it was a very emotional moment, and if you felt that, and like,
Definitely for me.
I don't know,
At what
Yeah,
point did I argue against that? At what point in this conversation did I argue? I think Kiera and Brian
Then I
are
must-
paying
then I must have
attention,
misheard
and they're
you
just
then,
making
'cause
their
I
own
thought-
shit. Like, oh, I should.
Yeah,
now.
they're like, I remember Rob said this once, so since I wasn't listening, I'm gonna assume that's what he just said again.
Exactly. That's exactly. And Brian too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we know Brian
Not
wasn't paying
even
attention.
Not at all.
No, but
You're as good as our lighting, Brian.
Rob, you're absolutely right though. This does change the landscape, and I think the biggest things were he addressed a bunch of the points that you and I would have made here. Well, is he going to be back full time? You know, is he just here to wrestle ex WWE guys? Is he going to do whatever? He addressed all of that, and the coup de grace for me was the way he mentioned his retirement from wrestling back in 2005.
What a great! I love you, but it took me like 30 minutes to explain to her. She's like, no, he forgot about the WWE part. I'm like, no, I know.
Oh my God! Seriously.
He didn't forget. Well, you are slow when it comes to stuff like that.
She was like,
No.
he was like, it's a lot of numbers, a lot of math. I think you fucked
When
with
did I
math,
say
bro.
that?
Math
He
is
said that
hard.
Friday night. He said, and you were like, yeah. Wait, what?
No, I got it. I got it.
Okay, cool. Good input.
So Brian, also the ending. Are you okay with the way it ended, where he flat out went like, okay, now that I'm back and I've taken care of everyone's concerns, I've orchestrated the crowd, the mob, if you will. Were you okay with the Darby selection as first feud?
Oh, absolutely. I don't think it should have been like a WWE retread or someone like that. I think it definitely should be someone that's young, someone that's, I mean, Darby isn't homegrown AEW, but he's as close to it as he can get. So I think this is the perfect move, especially because this is a guy that Punk has been on record saying that he's wanted to work with. So I have zero issue with him. The only thing I do have a problem with actually is that Darby is like pretty physical in the ring, so it's kind of a surprising opponent, like to be the first one for Punk.
No,
I
not
agree
at all.
With that. No, I agree with that. That was one of my concerns. Darby, he's a crazy guy in the ring, and I mean,
Right.
Punk is more technical.
Mhm.
You know, Punk will do he will do something off the rope.
Yeah.
You know, here and there. You know, he'll do a high spot, but I mean, he's more of a ground person. So I'm really
Punk
curious
used to do
see.
tope suicidos before they were in style, if you will.
Let me.
I mean, he's done the stuff.
Yeah, he's done high
Punk's
spots.
not like Jeff Hardy when it comes to high spots, but he's not afraid to do them.
I think you're all missing the mark here. I think, Ryan, I'm not necessarily happy that Darby Allin is the first opponent for CM Punk. I understand it.
It's a huge rub.
Darby's a really good sell. So if Punk's a little rusty, Darby can help him get there.
Okay.
No, it's not fun. I'm not done either talking either. So don't wait me. And Darby's a small guy, and Punk's again just get back into shape. He admitted it himself. He hasn't been training. So Darby can help himself, help him look good, and he can throw him around because he's small. It's a perfect
Whoa,
person.
what'd you say? Punk hasn't been training.
He hasn't been training.
He's been training.
No, he hasn't been.
Did he say
On
that?
on the call with Tony Khan, when he had the press scrub, they asked him what have you been doing to prepare? Have you been doing in the ring, getting the rust off, etc., blah 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 blah, right? He said no. He said, tell you the truth, I haven't been. I've been working out a little bit, but I haven't been
Okay.
in the ring.
All right. Okay.
So
got
I think Darby
That was
Allin.
sarcasm because Punk's like king of that. You know.
No, he was very
Well, I
honest.
thought he was making it sound like he was just like a piece of shit off the couch or whatever. Like,
No. He's
no,
just
I
saying
know. I'm sorry.
he
I'm
hasn't
being
been
over
doing.
Come
dramatic.
on,
I'm sorry.
Ryan.
I know
Yeah.
you weren't going that far.
Yeah, he hasn't been.
Yes,
I'm a
the
fucking fan for the
staying
50th
shape.
fucking time. I'm a fan.
One of the comments you made about Darby being a good sell, Rob.
I didn't shit on Punk at any point in this conversation.
Darby's a good sell because of gravity. It's hard not to sell when you're falling.
Right. Again, great sells, and he can pick him up. He's small. It's
Yeah,
perfect
but
for Punk.
what do you have a problem with Punk coming back though, Rob? Like, why?
What?
I'm fucking.
I fucking hate you. I hate you so
Yeah,
much.
Rob's been against it from day one. Now, before we move on, we do have to talk about the ratings, don't we?
Well,
I'd like to hear that.
Okay, so what was it? So Nielsen, 1.1. 1.1. SmackDown had what? 2.3.
2 point something. Yeah.
Okay, so everybody's fucking out there crying on Twitter land. Oh, the ratings are bad. First off,
Right.
the Punk return videos, the two of them, they capitalized on this money. The two videos for CM Punk's return on YouTube, just one of them hit over 4 million views in a day. That's revenue. That's eyeballs on your product. So you could say, yeah, 1.3 million people that have cable television and have TBS watched it, and then went and watched and other people. So yeah, no, I'm not. Fox is a fucking network show too.
No,
right?
yeah, but here's what you need to recognize is very simple. This, okay, that everybody in Twitter, because they want to just go crazy one side or the other, but it's quite simple, Rob. Number one, you can't measure things the way you used to because there's so much, out there. People don't watch, especially on a Friday night, even if they know Punk's going to return. They might have other things to do, like a GSW show or something like that. So they just can't watch.
Right, you're right.
So, and maybe they just have a hot date. They just want to go out. So they're going to watch it on YouTube and things like that. The only reason this number matters against SmackDown is for one reason, and that's the Fruity Pebbles. Because, yeah, there's only 1 million that watched this on TNT, but there was 4 million in the first 24 hours that watched it online. So when you're looking at that number, what I'm thinking in my head is that if I am an advertiser, I'm not advertising with TNT. I'm going to advertise with YouTube and tell them I want my ads.
Well, that's
but to be fair, 4 times the view, Rob.
No, it's fine, but that's
you want to talk about exposure?
Okay, no, you make your point. That's assuming that all these advertisers are one platform advertisers. Like, oh, we're going to go to YouTube to not do TV. No, they would do.
No, I know, but when
and
you're
do
talking
TV.
about ad buys, who's going to generate more? The one that's getting 4 million a clip, or the one that's getting 1 million?
I'm still gonna
That's the time
advertise.
we're in also. I mean, people are quick to go and check out a clip, on
Yeah.
YouTube or
I'm not.
Instagram or
They don't need to commit the whole hour there
Right.
on a Friday. They just wanted to watch Punk's return.
I'm not arguing that.
Dynamite will be the true test.
Yeah, look, I'm not arguing that there's revenue to be made from advertisers on YouTube. Yes, obviously. What I'm arguing is advertisers will still advertise for a show that brings in 1.3 million viewers at 10 p.m. on a Friday night. That is good for 10 p.m. on a Friday night
Right.
on a non-cable channel.
Yeah, but
So
I'm not arguing.
I would still very much advertise on that show.
I am not arguing any of what you just said. I'm just saying that the weight of the other is just 4 million to 1 million. Just the weight of one versus the
It's
other.
not going to draw it'll draw advertisers, but it's not going to take away from their fucking Friday night advertisers.
And the one other thing that one naysayer said, because there's obviously people all over the place on both lines, but Brian, I want to hear your take on this. He said that watching the AEW ratings fluctuate, and yeah, that's good for a Friday night, like everything Rob said, but next week it's going to be down. He said that he thinks that there's a chance, and I disagree, but I want your take. He said
Sure.
there's a chance that AEW, after they no longer have all these surprises, they won't be able to sustain this long term.
Bullshit.
I don't think that at
I'm gonna
all.
t-
Yeah, 'cause
I'm gonna
once you
take
have
that,
all
Brian.
the players there, that's the hard part, right? Getting everyone under the fucking same roof. Now that they did that, I mean, shit. I feel like that's just like it's a downhill battle from there.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're going after the Fruity Pebbles, Rob, they had ESPN talking about Punk's return.
Yeah.
They had a lot more than just your normal wrestling outlets covering this.
I don't think they're going after the Fruity Pebbles. Okay,
No, but that's how you really hurt Vince.
I don't think they care about hurting Vince. I think if they hurt Vince as a consequence of their success, then yay.
You don't think they?
I don't.
Right,
I don't think they're motivated by let's kill Vince.
I think they are.
No, I don't.
I absolutely
Okay.
believe so many of them cut
No.
promos against him. So many people reference it.
So
All
many-
the
no, but
AEW
no.
crazies
So many
just want to bash
disgruntled-
WWE.
So many disgruntled wrestlers, and with good cause, came out there and bashed him.
Oh yeah, the
AEW
Tommy End stuff is crazy.
Yeah, AEW itself is not
Right.
making their model
Tony Khan
as
has no beef. Really,
they're not
you know?
making it as the anti-WWE program. it's a counter programming, but it's not anti. That's not their theme, right?
Garrett, do you know about the Tommy End stuff?
Not really. You
So,
have to fill me in.
so according to and Brian, I think you know about this just in case I quote it wrong, but according to Tommy End, he said that he was under contract. They were bringing his wife back. They were just getting ready to ink the deal, and they were like, "Oh, we're going to be on the road together." They literally inked the deal, and I think it was within like a week or 10 days,
Something like that.
he was let go. So the whole fucking thing that they lured her back under contract of was to be with her husband,
Right.
only to get rid of him.
Wow.
Oh, you didn't know about that either?
No, that's horrible.
That's Mickey James garbage bag level.
That is horrible. To go back to the conversation, though, I don't think that's the motivation of AEW to be anti-WWE. And
It may not be for AEW. It is for some of those wrestlers.
Yes, for some,
Individual
yes.
wrestlers,
They
yeah.
got an axe to grind.
I do not. I don't disagree with that. If I may go back to
Like Cardona with his Vince McMahon outfit over the weekend.
if I may go back to the initial point of once all the new people come in and they get settled, it declines. Here's why I say no. Under the current model, I'd say yes, they can't sustain. But under the new model, I'm not worried about Bucks writing storylines and Cody writing storylines.
I'm still worried about that.
I got power brokers in there now. I got CM Punk, Christian, and Chris Jericho. Those three, just to name three, are
Daniel
fucking
Bryan.
and Daniel Bryan, right? And if Bray shows up,
Daniel
holy-
Bryan's coming.
can you imagine the creative direction Bray could take
my
things?
goodness.
He's a fucking a madman when it comes to his ideas. I love it.
You know he owns everything.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like Bray can bring Fiend with him.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
He owns it.
So, but that's 5 superstars of the highest creative caliber that I'm sure are 5 people that also will not be told I'm doing something stupid. Well, we'll say, wait, and we'll say, no, we're doing it this way, or I'm not doing it at all.
I think you're forgetting one. Miro got himself over more than once in WWE.
And that's fine. That's fine, but I'm looking at more proven creative. Miro did great. He had his moment. He's still doing great. I'm not hating on Miro. I'm just saying those 5 people tell me that moving forward, we could see some real fucking good content. Really good content. Like, not all this faction fucking 2 times a night brawl, fucking everybody's got a best friend fucking bullshit. I'm talking some real good storyline fucking feud, knockdown, drag out shit. I'm excited.
What I'm really hoping for, Rob, on that is I'm hoping that the one thing that WWE had going for it in the past 3 years was the NXT style booking. You don't have to have them out there every week. You have such a stacked roster here. You know, spread that shit out, especially if you're only going 4 pay-per-views a year, Brian. You don't need to rush anything.
Yeah.
You can have it.
What's
breathe
NXT,
for a
though?
night.
I don't know. That's like a fever dream. NXT is just a
No.
That's just like a
What I'm
training
saying
thing
is,
now,
okay,
isn't it?
like, so right now we have Pac and Andrade fighting.
NXT's dying on the pier right
Yeah.
now.
Pac and Andrade don't have to be on every week on the road to All Out.
and they haven't been.
Right, exactly. They've done that perfectly. The problem that I've had, and I think is the way Rob kind of agrees with me here, is that the fucking elite, the EVPs, those motherfuckers have to be on every goddamn week. And their stories are the least intriguing because of that, because they trot out for no chapter each week. Like,
Oh, I think that's your guys' opinion. I don't think that would be the
Well, I mean,
overwhelming.
no,
You
I
can actually see
think
it. Like,
the
you can watch it, check the tape, and that's not an opinion. It's actually
Yeah.
what happened. So
Yeah, I mean
Wow.
the Bucks have to. I mean, they weren't even wrestling on Rampage, but because that was the match that followed Punk, so they have to come out and stand at the top of the ramp, or sorry, sit at the top of the ramp to. I get what they were doing, but like they have to book themselves every fucking second. They don't need to be on every show. They just don't.
Nope, sure don't.
And I'm intrigued by Pac and Idolo because of the way they've told that story. I want more. I don't want any more of the Bucks.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, again, that's just your guys' opinion on the Bucks.
But no, but that's what Rob's hoping
comes.
comes to the
some
table with
people it
these
is.
creative minds.
Yeah, I'm just
Say it
saying.
again?
I'm just saying that the creative minds that are showing up now excite me where the other ones didn't.
Oh, for sure, man. And I love the part where Punk was just saying, where he was like all fired up and just saying that he wished that he had the same people, or some of the people that were in the back now 10 years ago surrounding him.
Yeah, that was deep.
Now, one of those other things, Brian, that you bring up that he said, I love the quote, and I think this is where I think we all kind of related. to Punk, where he says, you know, you can't get better physically, mentally, spiritually when you're in the place that, what was it,
That
broke
got you
you or that got you
That
sick
made
in the
you
first
sick in
place.
the first place.
Right.
I mean, that right there, you want to talk about how you relate to everybody out here?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody, not even in a pandemic, can relate to that.
I can relate to us going too long on segments, and maybe we should push it along.
That was a big one, Rob.
it was a big one, but
Yeah, man, 7 years worth.
I'm
Right.
7 years.
I'm excited about it. I can't wait. I'm just saying we got shit to talk about. So, anywho, so we're all excited about that. There's gonna be more to come, I'm sure, when Wednesday Night Dynamite, when you guys review that Wednesday night live on YouTube, and that'll be Punk's first Dynamite. So let's see what the fuck that goes. Right? It's gonna be exciting. 10:15 start time, I think it is. All right. So let's jump into WWE.
Do we have to?
Just because.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I guess.
Because AEW started the weekend out swinging the baseball bat, right? Just fucking taking it to your
Negan
fucking
style.
ribs. Taking it to the
Right.
fucking ribs, right?
Yeah, no, like Glenn.
And
WWE is Glenn, and they just came out like Negan.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. So everybody's mind is, how is WWE going to counter, especially with such a weak card, relatively weak card at SummerSlam? Well, they tried, and in some areas they succeeded in getting some ground back, only to pull themselves back a little bit more. So let's start with Sasha Banks. The rumors have been going wild for about a week that the match was going to be canceled because nobody saw her at the live shows. Nobody saw her on Friday night for the go home show.
Rumors that she had a positive test for COVID.
There's a rumor she had positive tests for COVID because she's a crazy flat earther, anti-vaxxer. What the fuck ever. All my respect is gone. And so they were still promoting this match going into the pay-per-view, right? Still promoting it. They cancel it. If you didn't see this, obviously, they say, oh, she can't compete. We're bringing Carmella down. And then boom, pop, here comes Becky.
Oh.
Which is an exciting moment, Brian.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know.
looking for it.
But before we unpack this,
Did Brian watch SummerSlam at all?
probably not.
No,
But-
but I know some of the key points to everything,
Okay,
and some of the fuckery that went on.
Okay, good. All right, cool.
Okay. Now here, Rob, before we go to the next part of this, I just want to say, like, they got a lot of criticism for, they claimed that WWE knew for 8 days that Sasha wasn't going to wrestle.
Yeah.
You want to keep your surprise, so why would they? And the last time, Bianca didn't get to wrestle at all because Bayley got hurt,
Right.
and her match was completely pulled. So at least they did the Carmella and Becky tease here, was better than nothing at all.
So let me just
And
get
it would have been
right
too
there.
obvious with the mystery
So
opponent.
in case you didn't see it, we had a handshake, no, I'm kidding, elbow to the neck, rock bottom, whatever the fuck she calls it, and in 1, 2, 3, Bianca loses in 26 seconds.
Which is 3 times as long as it took Brock to defeat Kofi.
You have
It was very similar, Brian. You say, "Brr," but these two moments were similar. Won the belt at fucking Mania,
Yeah.
and then lost
Now-
unceremoniously at SummerSlam.
if you want to argue with me that Bianca should not be a champion right now, I think that is a fair discussion to have. I will not argue with that maybe she's not quite ready for the role they thrust her into. Okay? But you did. You made her a champion. You were pushing her hard. You were building a really strong cultish following behind her. You were building a whole new demographic. Let's not be ignorant. A whole new demographic behind her.
Turned her face, and
Yeah,
it worked.
Pushing her hard, going for the urban market that you have been lacking in because you've been racist for 40 years, whatever.
Fix her husband's nips.
Right? Do all that stuff. And then Vince says, let's make it special for the Irish chick to come back and just destroy what you built.
Oh,
Because I don't.
He just had a fucking tunnel vision with
Yeah.
the plan.
There's so many ways you could have done
No
it. I can't not
consideration.
think of better ways to do it.
It could have been the match
No.
with Carmella, and then at the end of it, Becky could have showed up, and then they had a moment there. It could have. Bianca could have said, "You know what? I appreciate it. Sounds good. Not tonight."
Heel turn.
And walked away.
Heel
Straight
turn.
heel turn. All the heat,
And Becky could have still clocked her.
right?
Like, no, get back here.
And
Okay.
all the heat Bianca would have got if she would have walked away from Becky. Can you imagine the heat in that room? It would have been burning hot from that crowd if she would
yeah,
have
but
said,
they wanted to get the belt off of her, it seems. So
Yeah,
Right, but why?
I think she's.
Why?
I think she's going to Monday night in the draft,
But
and they think that that they're going to capitalize on the Charlotte Bianca train again.
let me ask you a question.
Maybe.
If you're building up a star in Bianca, and I believe that there are people in that company that want to build her as a star, and I think she has the potential to be that, personal feelings aside. The only thing I'm going to remember now is not the fact that she had the first main event at WrestleMania with 2 black women. That's not what I'm going to remember about her. What I'm going to remember about her forever is that Becky beat her in 26 seconds. That is forever. Not Royal. She won the Royal Rumble. What? Royal what? I don't remember that. What? The year before that when she eliminated 16 people? Nope. First thing gonna pop in my head. She lost in 26 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it happened to Daniel Bryan with Sheamus fucking like a bunch of years ago.
Well, yeah, it did.
Situation, not the same.
I was at that
circumstance,
Mania.
I know.
I was at that Mania, and people didn't go crazy about that. You know, that was Daniel Bryan. Was it? Oh fuck! Who was in his corner? Was it AJ Lee?
I don't remember.
I don't remember who was in his corner, but it was a female. He went to like say goodbye, like turned around, got brogue kicked and
Kicked. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was at that Mania, excited to see Daniel Bryan and Sheamus. Sheamus was big at the time. I think he was the Rumble winner that year. That was the year he won the Rumble,
right.
so he was challenging Daniel
Like
Bryan
he's
for
white
the
hot.
belt. White hot,
Literally.
yeah. And the match was over in, like Brian said, like 13 seconds. Or
I
something.
actually, a friend of mine went to SummerSlam, and he's believe it or not, he's a big Bianca Belair fan. He just got into wrestling, and he's like she's one of the ones that he's like really into. Wore her T-shirt, and fucking, he was so bummed out
Oh wow.
about her losing.
Yeah, my ex was in the crowd.
Yeah.
She loved Sheamus. She made a sign to hold up, and the match lasted 13 seconds. She was like,
yeah, that's
"What the hell? He did one move." She was so
Right.
upset.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing, though. I believe that in the 2 universes, Becky's return is a good counter to Punk showing up, but there was no backlash of negativity after Punk shows up.
Right.
The backlash here of what they did dirty to Bianca
Yeah.
almost is as high as the pop that Becky brought
Yeah, I
out
think-
with it.
I
I think it's a lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
I think the only person who was pissed off after Punk left is when that one vegan in the crowd who couldn't eat the ice cream. I think that's the only person. that
No,
was-
he's the one selling it for $1,000 online.
Oh yeah, it was ultimate. Yeah.
Yeah, he's happy as
know-
all get up.
Apparently, Becky is heel now, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
I mean, she has to be now. The way everybody's reacted.
And she even
Yeah.
said to the crowd,
She's
"Are
heel,
you-"
and now they're gonna keep Bianca face, I guess. Apparently.
She even said to the crowd after she raised the title, she said, "Are you shocked? Are you upset? You should be." She
Oh,
said
okay,
that.
so she was kind of, sort of
So she was pushing
dogging
that
him a
heel.
little bit.
Well, I mean, and she did the handshake cheap shot.
Yeah.
That's heel
Oh
move.
yeah, that is
I
a
don't
real
give.
move.
I don't give a fuck about heel or face. The whole thing was the fucking shit
Yeah.
show. Absolute
Can I
fucking
get
shit.
mine flip it now?
Yeah, go man.
So the reason why I think it's a lose.
Can we talk about this?
Go ahead.
I feel like it's a lose-lose situation because you took away
Mhm.
the momentum from Becky Lynch returning.
Totally.
Yep.
You guys get on my nerves, man.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. We were listening.
What?
What?
No, we're listening. Why are you stopping?
Oh no.
You got the 2 talkers to shut up and listen to you. Go.
No, I just feel like it's a lose-lose because all the pop and all momentum from Becky returning just went away and it was just demolished once you just stripped Bianca of the belt. I think it could have happened maybe 2, maybe 3 ways. Me and a friend were actually talking about it. It could have been some type of triple threat where Carmella could have gotten pinned by Becky, and then Becky and Bianca could have had, a little while to
They took
brawl.
Carmella's part completely out of the recap, so nobody cared about her.
But that could have been an alternative. And then with the brawl with Bianca and Becky, that could have lasted for at least like a couple of minutes, and then Becky pinning Bianca, at least not
If it-
squashing her because
oh,
that was a
Everybody
a
said that,
squash.
Kara. If they actually had a match, it would have been a completely different story.
Yeah, whole different story.
Nobody would have cared if Bianca dropped the belt to a returning Becky if they had a 10, 20-minute match.
20
But
minutes.
Somebody in
it's
there.
Yeah.
upsetting. It's upsetting. Like to add on to what you said,
Yeah.
they built her up. Like she received a fucking SB.
Well, and like
that means that means nothing now.
what Rob said, we're also expecting a classic. Bianca Sasha Part 1 was a classic. We're expecting Part 2.
Yeah.
To be
Like how
to
she
be,
and Bailey had their classic, how they had their
Well,
feud.
Bailey got hurt. That's a tough.
Well,
That's
I'm talking about NXT days where Bianca and Bailey had their feud, and it was a part 2.
Bailey wasn't in. Bianca weren't in NXT together.
Yeah, they were.
Bailey and Bianca.
Yeah, Bailey and Bianca.
Yeah, at the very end.
Yeah,
At
and
the
then
very end of
and then
Bailey's.
it continued onto the main card. That was their part 2.
Check that
But-
tape. Stike, help me out
we'll
there.
check the tape. Yeah, help us out, Stike. But
Yeah.
Rody from NC, Anaconda Vice is here. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's Brody from? Oh, he's doing
And Stike says it was AJ Lee. AJ Lee, because Daniel Bryan and AJ broke up after that. I don't think they were really dating.
fantastic. Okay.
The Sheamus part.
So, so that happened, and then, yeah, the Roman beats Cena clean.
I mean, it was a long match. He beat him clean.
Yeah.
You're right,
Yeah,
Rob.
yeah, beat him clean. I mean, the match wasn't horrible.
It wasn't.
No,
It far exceeded my expectations.
I agree 100%.
I don't know if I was battered from just watching Lashley and Goldberg.
Yeah.
And anything could have been better.
So Cena is just continuing his makeup apology tour, of putting people over for the next couple of years because he didn't do it for the first 12 years, right?
Yeah, the golden shovel is being used to bury him now.
Yeah. So that happened, and then we get Brock fucking Lesnar.
Looking in better shape than he ever did in his most recent WWE runs.
Wait, really? You think so?
Oh my God, yes.
He might not be.
He didn't have the love handles like I do hanging off my fucking
He was
waist.
wearing a tank top. I mean,
He
And
didn't.
he was wearing bootcut jeans, I noticed.
What's wrong with
It
bootcut?
was like 2003.
What's wrong with
Yeah.
bootcut? He lives in Minnesota. Those are
So
probably
anyway,
brand new
No,
there.
that's true.
We get
That's
the
in
first-
style. Yeah, he's not going to wear like skinny jeans. He's not
but
Ricochet.
we get the
I don't know, man. I mean, I
Ricochet.
kind of like that Brock is back, but to me, I mean, it's just
did
the
you say
same
you
old
don't? You said
fucking
you don't
shit.
like?
No, but he's here. He's here on part of Roman's tour of I'm gonna beat legends.
Wait, what were you saying, Brian? Did you say you like or dislike the fact?
I mean, I kind of like that he's back because it's. I don't know. I mean,
I don't fucking care. So
Well, you-
don't
well,
feel
you-
bad about saying it.
So you had him
I
repeat.
don't-
You had him repeat himself just so he could go.
I couldn't hear him because you guys talked over him.
No, he
Look,
I'm
him
very
being
respectful
back
of
if it's
Brock.
part
I
time
could
and
care less that Brock is
temporary.
back. I could care less that Brock is back.
Okay, we know.
I like
We know.
the custody battle angle of Paul Heyman here.
That is the only thing that
I think this is a decent feud. I think this is a decent way to stall.
Yeah.
Bring Brock in to go to Survivor Series, and then you bring Rock in to go to Mania.
Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe they.
Rock is going to be at.
No,
Survivor
don't start a new topic. I want to address the fucking previous one. I swear to God, Adam.
We're talking about Brock. What
no,
previous?
he was going in the Rock. You brought up Rock, and he was going to change it to Rock. I wanted to talk. You know what?
Brock.
I was going to give my opinion on Brock Lesnar's appearance. But
Oh,
go
let's
ahead. No,
go.
I don't want to now. I don't want to now. I had a really good point to make while y'all were talking about nothing for 5 minutes.
So what's the other thing that's interesting, Kira, is Brock is coming back as a face here.
Thank you.
That is.
So not only could he be coming back as a face, but it is the first non-combat sports look Brock we've ever had.
What do you mean?
He
I
looks
mean-
like the brawny
Oh,
man
like-
with a bunion.
I mean, no, I'm just saying this is more character-driven than he's ever fucking been, right? Just
Because
him
he
being.
had the
That
high
is true.
ponytail.
That is true.
Oh,
Well, yeah, but-
more character driven. He didn't say anything, Rob. You can't go
No,
that
my
much.
point. His look means a lot,
He looks like Alex Hammerstone's father.
and that's fine. You can love it, hate it, criticize, do whatever you want with it.
Hammerstone.
All I'm saying is it's his first time we've seen him not as a combat sports fucking guy, right?
True.
So he's coming
That's a
back
good
in with a new
That's a very
look.
good point.
Brock Lesnar with a new look and probably a face. This
Yeah,
might
but-
actually be pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I've never seen him without a face.
You guys know what the next pay-per-view is, right? What they announced? Did you see it?
Extreme Rules.
No, maybe it's that, but they also announced Crown Jewel.
Yeah, it's definitely Extreme Rules, Brian.
Well,
They were
Well,
advertising
announced-
it
they
several
announced they're gonna
times
go
in the
back to
show that
Saudi
you didn't
season
watch
also.
tonight.
So that's why I'm nervous with Goldberg coming back, with Lesnar coming back, that they're just doing the same old shit where they're bringing in all these legends, like old
Oh,
people.
they absolutely are, but there's actually a story behind it now because Roman has to run a year and squash everybody, so they need to figure out something.
No, the Roman heel Roman, babyface Lesnar, that's cool. Get fucking Goldberg and his son out of my face. I do
Yeah.
not want to see that.
Oh, just do what we do and don't pay attention.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
There were so many bathroom breaks at
We're gonna have
SummerSlam.
a production meeting next couple of days to talk about the future of Mondays. Get ready for that.
Yeah, I mean, the way Raw was tonight, I don't ever want to. I just don't. care.
I looked at Adam tonight and I said, I'm just asking you, why are we watching this? I mean, and look, for everybody out there, just to break the fourth wall for a minute. I'm the one telling all of us off the air during our vacation, our little Christmas break, or summer break. Hey, when we come back, we should be more positive and appealing to the people who like wrestling, and I just can't do it for you people. I can't do it for you. I'm excited about AEW. I am, but I cannot do WWE anymore. I just don't care.
It's stale. It's too
tonight-
stale to the point where there's nothing of interest.
So tonight's Monday Night Raw was among one of the worst things I have ever watched on television. And I am the guy who has tried the rose colored so many times for you guys. Tonight was one of the worst things I've ever watched on TV.
RJ Black was your best attempt at rose colored.
Oh, God.
I just feel like less is more. I mean, Monday
Yes.
Night Raw has become so over the top. I mean, they had that
Girls
3-hour
never think
time
that.
slot, and well, that's a different subject. But it's just that they're trying too hard. It's over the top. Even like the whole pageantry and production, it's just too much.
It's too polished. It's
too much, and it's pansy as fuck.
And what's the
Like,
dude?
we didn't even care about Miz and Moist
No.
breaking up.
What's the dude's name, Brian? Khan from WWE. What's his
Nick.
fucking Nick Khan? Nick Khan doing
Yeah.
that interview?
No. Tony Khan.
No, Nick Khan, WWE.
Oh, WWE. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nick.
So Nick, he does this fucking interview. Did you guys see the interview where he
Oh,
basically?
where he wanted it to be like 8 hours long or
Yeah,
something?
he's like, oh, I want Raw to be 4 hours. I want, and he's doing it. He's talking about, oh, we live WWE. We live in the future, not the past. You got Goldberg on the card. Are you fucking kidding?
Okay, yeah, but AEW is Sting.
If Taker could walk, he would be your main event. I mean, really.
And also, it's not like they're putting Sting in the main event. Like,
Yeah.
he's like in an afterthought storyline.
He's a mentor.
No, Sting is going to be sitting there while Darby wrestles Punk. He's in the graphic. He's in the poster.
Okay, no. I
He's
meant
a
up
mentor.
until this-
He's not wrestling now. He's not.
That's how they
appearing.
He's not going for the title.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, they're
So-
AEW's. They're pretty smart about that.
I mean, Jake's just an old alcoholic from a trailer park that occasionally shows up and goes, "I'm gonna kick your ass," and it walks away. You know, so yeah, let him do it. Whatever. Okay, fucking Heyman's gonna
They
be
need
fun.
to do a senile battle royal on AEW.
Hey,
Put all those old fuckers in.
the Heyman custody battle is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
We might watch for
That
that,
would be fun.
Excuse me.
but we can.
I don't know where to go.
go. Excuse me, sir. Should I suck on your teeth now or once you win me back?
Who's got wet hair now? He has them.
Brian, I know you were busy with GSW all weekend, kicking
I
ass,
was.
doing your job, man, announcing those matches and entertaining the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
But you weren't doing it on Sunday night. So did you happen to watch NXT TakeOver?
I bet he did.
I did not. I was driving back
Okay, I don't need all the reasons why. I don't need all that shit.
and then went immediately to sleep.
Excuse Mountain.
So we're gonna run through some quick points about TakeOver and some controversy with it. Before we get into it, just something real quick that I think only me and Kiera can just like basically sit here and mark out for a second.
Yeah.
The Walter match. If you motherfuckers,
Please go back and watch.
oh
that.
my god, Brian, I have seen Walter matches and I have seen stiff matches. This fucking match, dude. I mean, it was brutality.
Brutality.
The Raw crowds couldn't handle it.
No. Never.
So that's my endorsement. I'm not gonna give you a bunch of points on it.
Oh, we can't get into details.
No, you can do whatever you want to. Say what you want.
No, it's, you know what? Let's just leave it up for
No, you
Brian.
do you have details or no?
No, I mean, everything you said, I pretty much.
Yeah. Did you have a
Concur.
detail? Did you have a detail though? You
No,
said, you said you wanted to bring up a detail.
One
Do you
takeaway
have a
I
detail?
have, not takeaway, but one thing I have is Walter is that type of big guy where he can really work. And he can really work in the ring. He can really work the crowd.
Yeah.
He's a great storyteller
Yeah.
also. If he were in that ring by himself, and granted, like he didn't even be in the ring by himself, it would have been amazing. I've never hated Walter, but I'm a bigger Walter fan now after watching that match
Yeah.
last night.
Good
That was
match.
a pretty good match.
I mean, they want you to be a bigger fan of Walter's. You know, that's why they paired him with Rey Mysterio. But I haven't liked him.
You haven't liked Walter? Oh, he's,
Really?
I don't know. He's being an asshole. Tell it to him.
Why is he being an asshole?
So, this he is. So Walter drops.
I got dad jokes tonight.
Walter drops the UK title to the new dude. What's his name again?
Shit.
I don't remember. But
Ilya Dragunov.
yeah, Dragunov. I like him. He's a bad little son of a bitch. I like.
He's like Dolph Lundgren, Rocky IV level.
It's actually a really similar storyline. It's pretty. All right, so so that happened. Joe becomes the first three-time NXT champion,
Trace.
beating the very boring Who Gives Two Fucks About Karrion Kross. How did we ever like this guy? How did you ever like this guy?
No, he's boring since they
boring.
changed his gimmick, took his wife away,
He
and
was
made it
boring with his wife. His wife was the only thing that was worth a fuck.
like Sable and Mark Miro.
Yeah,
Miro? Mark Miro.
Miro was a little bit more entertaining, at least.
Oh wow, Miro. Oh, I'm saying I said Miro because of the what.
Yeah, I just went with it.
Yeah.
Mark Miro.
Yes,
I
Mark
knew better.
Miro. You're right.
I knew better. I just was going with it. So yeah, Karrion Kross is horrible. He did Raw tonight, Brian. He had straps on like Demolition,
But they weren't fitted.
but they weren't. Yeah, they weren't like fitted on him.
They
And
were just all loosey goosey.
yeah, and he came down with like a Master Blaster mask from
Mad Max.
Mad Max. I mean, it was
He was way beyond Thunderdome.
the crowd. There was no booze. There was no cheers. It
Wait,
was just
now.
Ah,
Now,
ah.
to be fair.
no. No.
Wait,
what?
no. To be fair, the fact that Karrion Kross had no booze, no cheers, no nothing was a hell of a lot better than Johnny Drip Drip and Logan Paul getting booed the fuck out the building to the point where they
that
had to
was
send Miz down to
embarrassing.
save him early.
So
Yeah.
it was, Brian, I don't know if you watched, I'm guessing you didn't. It was so hard to get through. The Moist TV.
What are we even doing here, WWE? Like,
Right?
It was so fucking
The Wednesday
bad.
show will be good.
Yeah.
I'm very excited because also I'm very curious to see how what the ratings are going to be because everyone's making a big deal about the ratings, but now we're finally going to see Dynamite. with
The
Punk
ratings only
advertised,
matter to TNT advertisers.
Yeah.
Nobody else gives a shit.
Yeah.
Nobody else is going to care. 4 million in 24 hours is what was watching the clip. I
Yeah.
know that probably at least 1 million of those were all second and third and fourth views of people, but still,
It might
4
be up to,
million.
It might be up to 8 million by now for all we fucking
Yeah, no, I checked
Right.
before we came on. One clip was around 6 and one was around 5.6.
Oh, just 5.6. Oh,
Yeah.
fucking-
Together there were like 11 million. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
so-
ridiculous.
ridiculous. So anyway, so Joe wins his third championship. So we'll see how that goes. I would say more about it, but I don't know.
Karrion Kross doesn't deserve more to say about it.
No, I'm over him. Adam Cole loses in a 2 out of 3 match to Kyle O'Reilly. The crowd immediately, upon Cole tapping, the crowd immediately starts chanting bullshit.
Yes.
And it was bullshit.
Did you also notice Kyle, as soon as Cole submits,
Yeah.
Kyle just goes limp and acts like he's unconscious?
I didn't pay much attention. I was
That.
Oh, yeah. He's handcuffed, to the cage.
Yeah.
Gets the submission. Ref, he's like, ah! He taps and he goes, and then he just falls. He literally just...
What's wrong with that? He just went through a three round match.
No, I know, but
Why can't he do that?
they're calling bullshit. Kyle's just like, I'm not selling nothing.
I don't think one has to do with the other, but thanks for letting us know how you feel.
I didn't think it had anything to do with the chance. I was pointing out that he passed out.
Yeah, after a match, people pass out. People do that. They win, then they fall over. It just happens. I mean, I don't know why that's
Don't be a dick.
why it's not topic. I mean, how's it a topic?
Uh,
Oh, guy's tired.
Let him give
New
his
to
input.
11, tired guy is tired after match.
Let him give his input.
I'm sorry. You're right, honey. You're right. If anybody on this show needs to get more input in, it's Adam.
Stike said he wants Walter and Joe next, and Sealer Stout says enjoy having a female commentary. I hope she's on the show more. Hey, just so you know, Sealer Stout, she's been booked every week for eternity. This is just the one time she shows up.
Yeah, don't yell at us.
Shit happens, man.
Her
Yeah.
fault.
Life happens.
Yeah, we're equal here. She just
I'm always
doesn't
here
show
in
up.
spirit.
So Adam Cole is Adam Cole gonna take some sweetheart mega deal at WWE, go to the main roster? Is he going to stay on NXT, or is he leaving to go to greener pastures?
These rumors are definitely.
Brian,
I think he's
am
as
I
good as
wrong
gone.
about the rumors that there's supposed to be 3? It was Punk in August, Daniel Bryan in September, and
Bray, right?
they're
Bray-
talking about resurrecting his BTE character. You know more about this than we do.
They also
Yeah.
killed Bray. So I mean,
Yeah.
Kill Bray. Who
WWE
Bray?
killed Bray.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
I think it could be Cole, it could be Bray.
No, I think no, because Cole
Not
has
Cole.
been obviously his contract status with NXT has been almost like not month to month, but it's very short term. So it seems like this has been something that's been in the works. But I mean, he's the way that they booked him at NXT and just the stuff that the Bucks have been posting on social media and Kenny as well. Kenny posted a picture of Adam Cole like when he was killed off on BTE. The Bucks posted something with like the fucking them dressed as Ghostbusters, then they
And,
also
and
put
there was a ghost
video
in there.
Say it again.
There was a ghost in the middle of the screen.
Yeah, I don't know if that
On
was
that
supposed to be-
picture.
that might have been Adam Cole. I didn't watch BTE back then, so I don't know if that was supposed to be Cole, if that was Cole or whatever. But and then also they put a thing where like they put a video, they tagged it in their profile, and it was like the top 10 seances, which is like to bring back someone that's dead. They always refer to Adam Cole being dead on BTE. So I just think it's a no-brainer. I mean, besides the fact that his lady, his girl, I don't think they're
Brit-
married.
But you're completely discounting the fact that, well, Rob said he's writing his own ticket there.
Right, that too.
No,
You-
that's counter to it. Let me do it better, Adam. You
Writing his own ticket
You
with
said
WWE.
my word wrong. So here's a counter to this, Brian. Is right now with the Punk thing, and I think some momentum shifting to AEW. I think WWE is desperate for a star. I think they are, and I think Adam Cole right now has proven he's got that power, and he can basically say, "I want what I want," and they're gonna write the fucking check. I think that's a possibility. And people say, well, okay, his wife. Fair point. But hey, honey, I'm gonna sign a contract by the most recognized wrestling promotion in the world. Whatever you think about it, it is. And they're gonna make me the face of their billion-dollar worldwide company, and they're gonna pay me shit tons as they do it.
And
So
my
either-
contract's over. I can
Right.
still come to
So-
you.
Well, I'm not saying that. So either I can take this deal with them, or we can carpool. I'm saying that.
Oh, really?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, dude. The fact that he says that like it's so cavalierly. Oh, or we can
Well, no,
carpool. It's a vast
You hear that,
difference.
Brian?
I'm just saying. First,
It's not just about a
if
carpool,
you want to work
Rob.
with your spouse, which is a big if, right? If you want to work with your spouse,
It's different when you're traveling.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is, hey,
That's the life of a wrestler.
a couple days out of the week, we're not going to see each other while we're pursuing our careers, and mine is gonna be a massively huge financial fucking win for our lives, right?
When you went to Chicago, when you were waiting in the hotel airport and stuff, wouldn't you have rather had him like sit there with you as you're waiting for your plane, him at baggage claim, or
Would
do you
you
want to
rather-
go through that all by yourself?
Or would
all
you
the time?
rather have? Would you rather say,
No,
I'm
here's
by
the
myself,
thing.
or my husband's making millions
Hey,
of dollars?
husband, let your wife speak.
No, here's the thing. You've set this like standard, or WWE. You've looked at WWE as setting this standard for all spouses to travel together. But in reality,
What?
no, that's the way you said it. That's the way you
We're
put
not
it.
talking about that.
Just let me finish. But
Okay.
like in reality, like that's the life of a wrestler. I mean, how I look at it. Okay,
What?
What the fuck are you
What are you
talking about?
talking about? No, because you're not even starting on the right road. You can't go down the street on the conversation.
Here's the thing.
No.
Here's the
You're
thing.
driving through a cornfield.
Let me finish.
SmackDown couples married together, traveling together is different than whether Britt Baker and Adam Cole would work together or they would take separate deals in different companies and live fucking like gods for the rest of their life.
Okay. They
Not
can live like that.
if they could travel together so they could cuddle.
They're gonna trade Charlotte for
But here's the thing.
Britt.
Say if they give Adam Cole all of that. Say if they give him what he wants.
Yeah.
Give him all those billions.
Give me what I want.
Yeah.
I just see
Billions.
it
What
as
about billions?
eventually they're just gonna focus solely on him, and they're not gonna give all the rest of the talent that's on the roster a fair opportunity, and it's just gonna become like this bland shit how it is right now. Like if you look at it, Roman Reigns is like the main focus right now.
So you're
shit.
So you're saying that he would go and that all the focus would be put on him while he's making millions.
Well, all the main like storyline writing.
Right. So he'd be getting all the focus. So he's getting all the focus and all the money.
Yeah.
Right.
And all the notoriety.
All the notoriety.
That's not what he
But
gets.
so he
Listen.
he doesn't want that. He doesn't want to be the biggest wrestling promotion in the world, making millions, being all the focus, getting all the push. You think he's gonna go? Oh, the poor guys in the locker room are getting pushed, and I want to go carpool with my wife.
It's
Yeah,
always-
I'm sorry.
Stop
One win.
dismissing it as
You said something
carpool
over
with
me.
the wife. Sorry.
Listen, it's okay. When it comes down
You
to
got to
it,
make some sense
when
if
it
you don't want to
comes
get
down
talked
it,
over.
It's always about the bag. Everybody wants to get to the bag, get to the money. But the thing is, that's not
The bag to
these
go over her
guys-
head.
These guys are finished. These guys, they're more passionate than that. I don't think that's Adam Cole's. I don't think that's his ammo here. I think he wants to enjoy his career at the same time.
I think he wants to
I
enjoy
think you
his
can
life.
enjoy millions of dollars.
Yeah.
I think
he wants to
wouldn't be able
enjoy his
fight.
life. I have no loyalty to anything when it
I
comes to
think Adam
money.
Cole would be
If
happy
one
with
company offered me a gazillion and one offered me $1 billion, I'm going whichever number is real.
That's just how I see it. It's more than just the money. Like these,
And it's bird in hand. They're willing to pay you right now. I know AEW's stock is going through the roof right now, Brian, but to say for sure in 10 years that they're still going to be a company when he could be making millions with WWE and
they probably
AEW.
won't be a company in 2 years.
And going head to head with his
but
friends on the other show.
AEW turns around and wins the war and WWE folds. Guess what? He can go fucking sign with AEW then.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what a lot of the WCW guys did, right?
Right.
They got the big WCW contract, and
Yep.
then once WCW closed, they were still under contract for like a couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know
Once
if that would
once
actually
Nick
happen,
Khan
but
admits
there's
that
a lot
he's
of-
related to Tony Khan, we'll understand
Okay.
what's going on.
Can we just take off the table
What do you think,
that he would
Brian?
pick it
What do you
because
think
his
about
wife
that?
is there?
What do you think about the whole Adam Cole?
I think that's that
I think Cole is going to AEW.
That's
I
not
think-
the
and
sole
he could
reason,
show
Rob.
Up, he could show up next
on a
week if he
pro
wanted to.
cons
Yeah.
list.
He doesn't
that's
have a no compete. He doesn't have anything. His contract is up.
Well, now, Brian, it's funny that you bring that up because the next 2 weeks of NXT are taped, and I'm willing to believe that he's on both shows. And if he were to debut on one of the others, he could be trying to pull a Rick Rude.
That's true. Well,
Show
wait,
up
they
on
haven't- they haven't
Impact,
taped it
show
yet,
up
have
on-
They couldn't have.
What?
They haven't taped NXT yet.
Yes, they have. Tuesday is already in the can, and so is next Tuesday.
That's assuming he's on either one of them.
I'm willing to
But
bet
they-
he
they
is.
taped it,
I'm
so
willing
they
to
taped
bet
it before
that that's
they taped it
part of
before
why they
takeover?
taped it, Rob.
I think
It's so that he could come out and say goodbye or something like that.
I think he goes ghost with a loss and he gets drafted into in the upcoming draft. I think he's
No.
ghost. I think he's re-signing with WWE. He's gonna have a run on the main roster, and guess what? All the heat right now in AEW, you're not gonna go in there and just compete with Punk and all the fucking people that are there right now. You got an opportunity to go to the main roster, make
Rob.
your fucking money with the contract,
Rob.
end your contract, go to AEW.
Adam Cole is going to re-sign.
Yes.
He's going to debut.
Yes.
He's going to get destroyed by Roman in his debut.
Yes.
And then he's going to be like, why do I have a 5-year fucking deal here?
Exactly. That's how I see it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
It's no use.
I'm sorry.
You want to talk about buyer's remorse. If he re-signed, no matter how much money it's worth,
'Cause that's
it's
what's-
Punk said it, man. Punk said it. We want to talk about going to Cole. If this is making you sick, then you got to change.
Okay, nobody's saying that.
Cole can't be happy if he's entertaining the idea of leaving.
Have you been in a
Nobody
room while
would.
he's been laying on a couch telling you his inner thoughts? I look at Cole and I see a real possibility that Cole's like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, I'll take the money, and I don't hate him for that.
I see Cole. They showed it when it was Brody Lee's death, John Huber. They showed it a little bit to try to push the envelope there. They showed him at some of the gatherings there. But he keeps going and partying with these guys and hanging out with them.
Friends, they ain't got nothing
Yeah,
to
he
do
knows
with
I
it.
know they're his friends and stuff, but why would you not want to go make millions of dollars with your friends and your wife? Now it's not carpool, Rob. It's everybody that loved one, everybody that
Are you
supports
making millions?
Yeah, and he's still gonna make
Yeah,
Is he
millions.
making millions from
Yeah, yeah.
AEW, or is he making?
He's
What do
making
you
millions
got?
from
Doesn't get
AEW.
it, Brian.
He's making millions from AEW. AEW, I guarantee you, I would offer him at least $1 million. Nick Khan would offer him at least $1 million.
Yeah.
Okay. You say so.
For an arena to go boom or baby for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
It blows my mind how many times we've actually seen the leaked amounts of contracts for wrestlers, and you guys still act like they make $1-2 million a year. That is the exception, right? It's not the rule. The rule is in WWE, the used people who are on weekly might make $250,000 to $500,000 depending on who they are. That's still a lot of money. It's shit tons.
Braun Strowman was making $2 million. There's still people that
were they making $2 million in salary, or was that plus merchandise?
I don't know if it was $2 million. I heard it was like more in the
Braun was
ballpark
making
of like
fucking
1 point something.
John Cena in the fucking height of his career is making $2 million a year salary.
Yeah, but plus his merch.
Again, you guys give these guys more money in salary than they actually get, but that's cool. You do what you want. Okay. Anyway, love you all.
What else do we miss?
No, that's it, man. Charlotte won the
Don't
title.
get all but hurt.
No, I'm not. I just want to show up.
Fuck Charlotte.
Charlotte won the title. Who cares? Edge Rollins was the savior of SummerSlam.
Edge Rollins was the match that had to happen.
Yeah, had to. Brian, if you haven't taken the time, Edge and Rollins,
that's the one.
It's worth it.
That's the one, right?
Well, I saw his entrance. I mean, I fucking marked out.
Oh
for
yeah,
that.
That's a good
the
start.
Brood.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
The
Hell
match.
yeah.
The match itself, great fucking match. Great wrestling. Absolutely.
All right, I'll watch that one. I'll definitely check that one out.
You better. We're gonna quiz you.
You better.
RK Bro wins the belts, and then tonight they did something.
Whatever.
Yeah, so that happened. All right. Anyway, anywho,
Predictions: Brian sucked and Rob and Adam tied.
yes, that's what happened with 63,
That's
63.
per usual.
Well, you lost by a point.
Yeah, you
That's not
sucked.
that bad then.
Yeah, you're first loser, Brian.
So yeah, so we'll be back here Monday night. Stay tuned for programming notes about Monday night. But don't forget to join Brian and Adam on Wednesday night, maybe even Kiera.
We might do story time with Stone Age Steve Awesome on Mondays.
Oh,
Just get him a rocking chair and a book.
I think we're just gonna start doing some random shit on Monday nights.
Freeform.
Yeah, free form, but whatever.
I like it.
Yeah, like not even wrestling related.
Anaconda Vice says, "What the fuck was Rollins wearing, dude?" Rob loves it. I thought it was like a
Everyone.
black Sergeant Pepper.
What? Oh, you like fuck? You kidding? Rollins' outfit was fucking a hot fire.
I liked it.
Fuck yeah, it was. That's right. 40-year-old 40s father saying fire on YouTube.
Yeah, you can't say that.
Can't do it.
It doesn't work. It seems forced.
Hey, be careful. Yeah, you can't say that.
All right. Anywho, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We'll see you, whoever watched, whenever you watch again. And bye, Brian. Love you.
Bye. Love you guys.
All right. Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye for Kiera, who doesn't say goodbye.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
Oh, she speaks. Good job. I'll catch you with the ding dong.
Ding a ding dong dong da dong dong.
Hey, one of our people doesn't have a ding dong.
Marked Out Podcast is produced and edited by You Record Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live following WWE programming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Download the podcast by following us at podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle Ravepro. That's RAVEPRO.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.